folks, today we're gonna try to save the world from a zombie apocalypse. That's right, the zombie mod works. I completely forgot about it until I saw Alex's video on it recently. Really good video, recommend you check it out. So of course I have to try this for myself. Now who better to save the world than Germany and her infamous leader? Iron Man mode on. I'm going to turn historical AI focuses on, not for predictability, but because if I turn off historical, pretty much every country with a focus tree has a civil war. It breaks everything. I no longer like historical AFI focuses. Everyone has a civil war. It's not cool. And then we have some custom game rules all the way down here. So we can have a united world or just normal alliances. I don't think it particularly matters. Let's just go with the united world to make the faction mechanics not break. Zombie difficulty, hard, extreme, or insane. I want to start hard. I don't want to overdo it. I've not played this in literally years. ZCOM or ZCOM can be on support. Sure. Zombie spawns. Normal, that means they spawn in the middle of India. Random, that means they spawn somewhere in the old world, I'm guessing Europe, somewhere. And infection spawn. I think this one triggers an outbreak randomly in several different places at once. I'm gonna stick with normal. Even though it is the easier option, it does mean I can actually work through my focus tree. I could go with random. It could be very bad. It could be relatively easy. I don't know. Fine, we'll do infection and we'll allow mutations. There we go. Apply and start. I do hope I can run through my focus tree, because if I can't, I am the big screwed. We have 24 divisions that I can actually use. Got a couple of tanks and then 1, 2, 3 units of garbage. I'll turn these into something useful. Everybody gets to be infantry. I'll need a lot of guns. I will need a lot of artillery and support equipment. Light tanks, no. I don't really need an air force. A little bit is going to be nice, but I don't need much. I'll keep one on fighters just to have a trickle of fighters coming in. I will need CAS. I don't like the medium airframes. I'll get rid of those. So I'm mostly going to be making basic guns, support equipment, and then artillery. Like these are going to be the main thing until I can get an actual army going. Navy is pretty much irrelevant. I'll start with the Rhineland and a basic industry. So we still need to work on, you know, the basic industry and engineering stuff, but I hope we'll actually have enough time to run through it. I like to start by improving our infrastructure here and building a couple of civilian factories here, but I doubt I'll get much civilian factory built. But I need a basic economy, so I need to build something. And now the goal is to rush through my focus tree as fast as I can, which means force deploy a ton of these horses on a very high priority as quickly as possible, because I need men in the field, because I need to rush towards Anschluss as fast as possible, followed by the Sudetenland as quickly as humanly possible, because I need to be at peace for Sudetenland. If I cannot demand the Sudetenland, I can't do any of these other things. Okay, so I think the event has triggered. The dead rise. Arabia's gone. That's gonna be nice. Spain, lovely. That's actually really close by. I don't like that. Let's just ignore all of that and focus on the big picture. Oh dear God. So Spain is overrun within a month. Lovely. That means we're dead. It's all falling apart. I've only just been able to get the Rhineland done. I don't have enough units in the field to do anything that is not the Rhineland, because I need guns as well to be able to rush Anschluss. I need 40,000 guns in my army. I currently have 30,000 guns in my army. That is insufficient. Guess we're doing 4-year plan, assuming we're still gonna be here in another year. At least Horthy sees the light. Welcome to my faction. Looks like it's time for war economy already. My mind, look at the time. Oh, Turkey's gone. Oh, that means they're gonna come in the Balkans as well. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, dear. Oh, my. Oh, dear. Oh God, the French are already gone. It's May 36th and France is already gone. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, I am not ready for this. I'll just park myself on the Maginot. Zombies already here. Well, considering I am now in the war, I might as well join their stupid faction and make sure we commit to the defense of this godforsaken piece of dirt. See if we can destroy. No, we're not destroying anything. Halt, halt. Just sit in the Maginot. Just sit on the Maginot. None of these units are ready. Nobody is combat effective. I am not capable of defending anything here. Oh my lord. We are so screwed. I should not play Germany. Germany cannot do this because it cannot run through its focuses in time. And as a result, you're just incredibly weak. Like, horrifically weak. Considering how fast Italy's falling, that's not something I like to see. And I don't have the men to go out there and assist. I just don't. I got like 3 tanks. I could drive in somewhere. Wouldn't know what to do with them. I go plug some gaps here, I guess. Maybe they can buy time. And you go here and then plug that gap when it comes down to it. This was also a mistake. All of these civs, lovely jovely, not gonna be worth it. Mills, 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 and more mills. Mills, please. Might not be a terrible idea to try and just defend here then. Hold the entire front, and then I can always fall back to the more defensible ground afterwards. All right, I just saw something amazing. The best diplomacy I've ever seen. Peru and the zombie horde have signed a white peace. Oscar Benavides, you are the world's greatest diplomat. Italy's putting up a fight. Greece is putting up one hell of a fight because they're trying very hard to block the Strait Passage. All right, we can Anschluss. At least I'll be able to eat Austria and get their troops. Then I can fortify the Alps with a couple of units and just dig in. Why was I just kicked from the faction? I've hardly generated world tension. I've literally done nothing. Well, good luck surviving, everyone. Best of luck to all of you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. So I'm going to try and make the front line work by just asking the individual nations for military access. At least I'll still be able to Anschluss Austria. That's something. Also, if you're wondering about combat, why there's always that red bubble, there will always be either a green or a red bubble that says 0. That is because the zombie horde has 140,000 org. They are functionally incapable of ending combat until they've been destroyed. So you actually have to kill the unit. It will kill itself. It will never stop it, or very rarely stop attacking, so it will more than likely kill itself, but that means combat takes forever, and your units will still bleed organization. Tanks are reasonably good for this because they can't, or very rarely are capable of being pierced, and as a result, they don't take as much org damage when fighting the zombies, and as a result, they can keep combat going long enough to actually destroy some of their units. What else do I want? I want more bombing happening as well, so close air support expert. We've liberated Genoa. I'm gonna try and get my tanks over there, see if we can push back to Istanbul. Could we maybe make a push on Istanbul? Maybe. If they get org and some planning, I could potentially push. UK seems to be trying some naval invasions, as are the Dutch. As long as I can slow them down enough for the AI to get its act together, there may be a chance. The Soviets are also doing a great job of slowing the horde down. Not nearly enough, but they're trying. The US have also somewhat stemmed the tide. I'm curious why I can do the Sudetenland. I really should not be able to do this unless they specifically fixed it for this mod because they know you're going to be at war. It's a bit of a relief. You know, strange things are afoot in France. I'm gonna take it. Offensive and Goering, you idiot. His house zombie has escaped him. Right, I'm going to have that man shot. On the bright side, it does look and feel like we have something of a breakthrough going on. This looks and feels like we may be able to secure Western Europe at least. Actually, no, because the way front lines work is weird and stupid. Ask for military access? Yes. Now my front line actually might work. I might actually be able to contain the European side of the zombie apocalypse. So this looks reasonably solid, if I'm being honest. Also, all these states have 0 population. They've been completely carved out. There's nothing left in them. So all the states that we liberated are empty of people. They've all gone the way of the zomboids. On the bright side though, like this wild brain dead push seems to be working. All right, what's this? Fate of Czechoslovakia, puppet state, sure. Put the squeeze on them, sure. So I've gobbled up a bit of Czechoslovakia. Good, that will allow me to do great things. No, more industry, I guess. The other stuff really here, not that important. It appears there's just not that many zombies here. Once we punched through and the units that were here just died, that was it. Yeah, mopping up operations have actually started in Anatolia as well. This is not looking hot, but let's not look at it. I think we might be able to contain the threat. Oh, looks like Germany's already saved Europe. Got a lot of redrawing of the maps to do after this war. Yeah, once you punch past the initial front line, there's just nothing in the back. There are no back lines. And there's also literally no people anywhere. Like, all of these states, zero pop. Completely devoid of life, which is not great if you're living there. Still got factories though, so yay. Gooding zombies are here, dear God. No. Oh, I am going to have that man shot. Yeah, I'm gonna have that man shot. All right, bring my troops north. They're gonna declare... I don't think I'll be able to get to them, those positions in time, but at least this is all secured now. We'll kill that off. Yeah, I've lost Königsberg. That entire thing is gone. I'm gonna lose the population. Once the Poles declare war, I should be able to join their war. Poland declared war. Ask for military access. Ask for military access. Maybe they'll transfer the cores back over to me, which honestly doubt. We'll see how... No, they're gonna hold on to everything for themselves. Not mad, just disappointed. Honestly, I should probably go back the Soviets up here because, if they die, I die. Good, strong counterattack. Gotta keep the Soviets in the fight. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna cost me men and equipment, but every little bit helps. Mostly my goal is to make sure that they keep their victory points, at least some of them. Oof, these mutated hordes, I think they count as their tanks. They actually have like some sort of armor. I think they're supposed to count as tanks. They're honestly pretty tough. I should stop this offensives and just halt, dig in a little. But the mutated boys die in pockets, as far as we can get pockets. Like, they're super fast as well. They're definitely like tank models. They also don't have supply issues, so they can be a giant pain in the ass. And they can create these stupid encirclements out of nowhere by just instantly punching through front lines. It seems many zombies are redeploying somewhere else, so let's make use of that fact to get a push going, liberate some of their victory points, maybe get to Moscow. I have the numbers here though. They certainly aren't as numerous as I had feared. Let's see if I can get a solid looking tank out of this. Not too expensive, not too weak. I need good amounts of breakthrough and soft attack. It's not ideal, but I think I can start making a couple of these Panzer IIIs. Mostly concerned with keeping Moscow, or rather the Soviet Union, in the fight here. Now zooming out a little, it looks like Africa is more or less contained. Arabia and the Middle East are as well. If we can kill the Soviet horde, we have a good chance, but America's lost. I don't see the US coming back from this. They still haven't gone up conscription laws, I think. Oh, they are an extensive and war economy, so maybe, but they've lost like half their country. Yeah, these mutated hordes have like more than 1,000 breakthrough. I can't even pierce them. You know, I'm just gonna leave these pockets behind. I'm just gonna let the Soviets deal with these small, minor pockets that fall behind the main front and just keep advancing. Hopefully I can then outpace the zombies, I guess. It does look like Stalin's getting his act together. Like, he's lost half his army, but he's getting his act together again. I've lost 700,000 men. I'm not even gonna get anything out of this, but I do think the European horde is defeated. Yeah, it's like a lot of small pockets that we should, in theory, be able to overcome. Well, I'm just glad the world could come together to overcome this threat. All right, so it does seem like the Soviets are not at risk of capitulation at all. The Americans might be, so maybe let's go over there. Forces are arriving in the USA. Hopefully we'll be able to stem the tide. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm gonna work on my tanks, so I'm gonna change these over to channel members. My mod's not working. I try to name all of my divisions after channel members. It's the least I could do. It's one of the terms I gave. I'm gonna try to do the elite. I have to do everything manually because there's a compatibility issue with the mod that has a name list in it that allows me to automatically name divisions, and the zombie mod for some reason doesn't work. So now I have to do this manually, so stand by. So welcome Tommy Jordan, Kilo 23, and JJC 0301. You are the first members in service today. Many more will follow. I'll do the rest of these manually as time progresses. We will support ZCOM, or will we support ZCOM? Yes, we will support ZCOM. Yeah, the American horde seems significantly larger than the European one. I'm guessing because they had weaker enemies and they just have like a full continent to exploit. My defense of America might run into an issue, namely Canada. If they swing around the north, they'll take out the remains of America quite easily, and I won't really be able to do much about that. Everyone also hates my guts. I'm not capable of harming these mutated hordes. They haven't taken any strength damage despite being surrounded and engaged, but thank you for the faction invitation. Yeah, they've not taken any strength damage despite being fully surrounded on all sides by, well, medium armor and light armor that can actually pierce them, and they're just not taking any strength damage. Yeah, I'll answer all your calls. Oh, this should be funny. Just declared war on Yugoslavia because I can. I've once again been kicked from the faction. I wouldn't even mind so much if they would just, you know, if they would just remember that it's me holding you all up. And I just saw the Soviets break their non-aggression pact, so that's probably not a great thing. National focus is not progressing. Why? Oh, because the focus. Yeah, okay, so I need to wait until they invite me back to the faction, if they ever will. Good lord, that's dumb. I probably shouldn't be playing with this much world tension, but how they just throw me out of the faction on a whim every time is just so annoying. I think at this point we've essentially won, though. The US actually has an army, more or less. The US is also almost fully liberated. A Swiss Confederacy, what do you want? Yes, thanks. I don't really understand why the UK does what it does, but it's certainly annoying. Meanwhile, Soviets are having a whole boatload of trouble actually killing these units. So it feels like these are immortal. Like they can't be killed. Don't really understand how this is supposed to work. Why are they not taking damage is mostly what I'm asking. It does seem like the world has survived the zombie apocalypse so far, but I wouldn't want to be the one drawing up the new borders once this is done. I think I found the majority of the horde. Wow, they're all in Belém. Holy cow, why? 160 divisions on a single tile. Because of course, why not? I think we have the zombie threat dealt with. They have, let's say 300 units, maybe 400. 110 are there. 10 are there, that's 120. That's 282 divisions that are just trapped here. That's more than half the remaining forces. I don't know where the rest of them are. I'm guessing a couple up there and a couple in Russia. I'm gonna say this is over. Also, I'm not entirely sure why. I have 56 million manpower available. There's nothing here, so I'm guessing this is some sort of overflow error. I should not have this much manpower available, but I do. The Horde has at most 458 divisions, 318 of which are in Belém. This is like the final zombie reservation. 333 zombie divisions in Belém. Where do they keep finding them? Reinforced memed out of existence. Where are they? Where are the remaining horde? Well, there's still a couple left here. So I've also figured out how to actually damage these. Just more heart attack. Yep, that was it. They are now down to 13 divisions. That was the end of the horde. I just need to mop up and they will capitulate. It's done. We've defeated the zombie horde. They somehow had 8 trains and some other equipment, but it's done. The zombie horde, the cowardly zombie nation, could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of German forces. It's done. That brings us... oh my god. These peace deals are so stupid. So that brings us here. A democratic zombie horde led by Lucas Roberts, because of course the allies are going to liberate everything they can. It's so stupid. Of course, I decided to build my own little zombie preservation in Madagascar for scientific purposes. This is the zombie horde led by Jim White. This is funny on so many different levels. But yeah, the world's been riled up. There are now 2 Polands and a long Germany. I have these men to thank for it. Jimmy Jordan, Kilo Kilo, JJC, Cruiser, the Vice-Professor, Sigurd Andreasen, and Idefix, and many more who you will see on screen right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy the next one. I can recommend the mod for a laugh, but don't expect serious playthroughs. Anyway, goodbye.